This year is getting very exciting, especially with the smartphones under the price of 15K. Now we have so many good options to choose from and they give you good specifications, good camera, good battery. Now we have the latest phone, the affordable iQOO Z9X. At the price of around 12 to 13K, between that you can get a seriously good value for money phone. So this phone does offer so many good features, but yeah, it does have some pros and cons too. Let me show you all of these things in this video. You get this phone in two color. I have picked the green one because it looks slightly different. It has a brushed finishing. It doesn't have the copper, which you've already seen on the Realme phones. But yeah, this also looks cool. Simple iQOO branding. There's a 50MP camera. There is not too much camera bump. The fingerprint sensor on the right side, very comfortable position. The volume button, and yeah, you do get the headphone jack. There's a dual speaker, one on the bottom, and also on the earpiece hill. Dual 5G SIM card. The phone is not the very light, around 199 gram, but the cool part is that it had a 6000 mAh battery. The cool part about this phone is the display because it's the biggest on this price segment. Usually you get the 6.5, 6.6 inch. This one is 6.72 inches. The peak brightness is around 1000 nits and we did not want any problem using this display outside and inside this perfectly viewable display. The bezels are slightly okay and three side you find it completely equal. So yeah, in terms of brightness, this is also good. Another exciting part about the display is the refresh rate. It does have a bit of different than the usual. It supports 7 different levels of refresh rate, and you also have the options to change the refresh rate based on the individual application which you may be using. So this is again a good option which you generally don't see on the budget smartphones. And of course, you don't get the HDR certification. When it comes to a budget phone, one of the main sacrifices you always face is in terms of performance. This phone delivers a good performance. It comes with a Snapdragon 6 Gen 1, not the latest, but if you look at the numbers, for example, the benchmark and comparing with the other popular phones under 15K price segment, this phone is amongst the top of them. The 560K number is really very high and it does work very well. There's no issues on application launching, and yeah, animations are very less yet. Speaking about the pro gamers, yes, we try to play BGMI on this phone and the results are very good. We are getting the constant 40 FPS gaming in this phone. Yeah, of course, 1 or 2 frames it will drop, but point is that it works very well on this budget price segment. And there is not too much heating too. This phone is out of the box running Android 14 and it's a fun touch OS. The company is guaranteed you to give you 2+1 software support. There are some extra preloaded applications installed, but most of them can be uninstalled or disabled except these hot apps and games. Also, there is some good feature like the smart sidebar, and when you go to the gallery, you have the features to lock the album with the password, with your face unlock. These are some cool features which are given to this ROM, and yes, memory is again very good because the application which I already loaded, they are in the memory with no issues so far. You get this 6000 mAh battery, which is seriously very huge. The battery backup is really very excellent. To share you one of the latest stats, we got around 7.5 hours of battery backup with the condition like 25% battery around already left. So yeah, you can easily make the 9-hour plus screen on time. And of course, you're getting the 44-watt charger in the box. And to charge the 50%, it takes around 37 to 38 minutes. You must be wondering how is this camera performing. See, basically it has a 50MP sensor like you're getting in almost all the phones nowadays. We try to take some random shots going on some of the monumentals and taking some photos in broad daylight condition. The photos are coming really good with nice details, nice dynamic range, HDR, everything seems good for the price segment, and yep, they works very well. Especially the portrait shots are very good because the additional lens that is being used here is a 2MP bokeh lens, so you get a nice portrait. The background is properly well. About the face, yeah, I feel like the face is slightly sharpened, makes a little more smooth or skinny kind of, but eventually these kinds of things works nowadays. And the low light performance of this camera is okay, just like other budget phones. On the darker you might miss some details, there's noise, but yeah, once you turn on the night mode, these problems kind of fix sort of. So yeah, you're getting some good night shot photos. Also, there's some lens flare issue too. Now, speaking of the front camera quality is again very good. I won't say it's bad. Like for this price segment, it takes nice shot. Again, the portrait is very good. It has some bit of skin smoothing too, like on the rear camera side too. On the video capabilities, there are some drawbacks. See, if you're using the 8GB RAM variant phone, you can fill up to 4K 30 FPS, which is very nice. But yeah, under 15K, around 13 to 14 price segment, it's like a very decent deal to get a 4K on this price segment, the 5G phone. If you're going with the 4GB, 6GB RAM variant, you are just allowed to film on the 10dB 30 FPS, which is kind of sad part to see that. If you don't have any 4K requirement, just looking for good phone which takes nice photos, this phones deliver that. This phone gives you dual speaker. Some cool features like you can enhance the volume to 200 to 300 percentage. It's not groundbreaking difference here, but it is noticeable. So yeah, you can expect a good loudness, but not very great quality. See, if you're really tight on the budget, I think on the price of around 12.5K, this phone offers a lot of good features. The only concern I have, like why the 4GB variant phone doesn't offer the 4K. I think they are possible. Like if you go with the Redmi Note 7 Pro times, those phones comes in the price of 13 to 14K. They offer 4K at that time, but this phone offers a lot of good features. But yeah, we do have other options too. The same phone with the same specs is already available, like the Vivo T3X, but you have to pay around 1000 more. So yeah, and you got the latest color, latest design. Go with the iQOO. It has a nice service center too. We have already shown a lot of on the other channel too. And some other phones like the Motorola, it's slightly expensive side. The Samsung got really bad bezel, so not recommended. Realme P1, it's 16K, but on the sale it comes to 15K. So there are some good phones too, but they are on the expensive side. For the cheapest side, I think this is amongst the best 5G phone right now to consider. Share your thoughts too. This is Saurabh. See you in the next video. Have a great day.